GingerGM.
Hello, good Tuesday to you. Just started the stream in time, thankfully. Actually going to get going with the game very shortly. A couple of minutes, it should be the first round of the titled Tuesday event. Please behave yourself today, Twitch. Please do. Now, I've played this event a couple of times in the past. It's always good fun. Thank you for joining me, everyone in the chat. So, hello. Happy New Year to everyone. Let's start 2018 well. Come on, let's get in there, son. Let's get in there with some blows. And yeah, it should be fun. Also, thank you PPRTS for subscribing. So I now actually have a couple more what they call emotes, something like emotes. So if you do subscribe, you can see that some of these emotes you have, I don't know what they are, but you can put up some special pictures, so I will see you quickly. Right, so I've just been told that Twitch is misbehaving a little bit. I will try and see how things go. It should be all right, but if not, I'll sort it out after the first game, because the first game is going to start any second now. So I'm sorry about that. Give me your feedback if Twitch is misbehaving at all. Hopefully it's going to be all right. You never know with Twitch. It's normally good, but on occasions it just wants to mess you up the bottom, which I don't want to happen to me. Thank you very much. Look at PPRTS, good stuff, who's put some lovely little emotions there. There's my face as a clown, put that in your pipe, and a little duck as well. And also thank you to MPET45 for subscribing. Right, we're in with the first game, so I need to start well. A little bit rusty at the moment, so I'm playing an NM Keres Was Best from America. Now, I know it's I've been told it is basically Twitch is misbehaving a little bit. It's a little bit laggy. If it's still laggy after this first game, I'll make some changes, but let me concentrate on the game at the moment. Now, I believe it's 9 rounds, titled Tuesday. My opponent's not really moving at the moment. And what is it? 10 rounds of 3 minutes plus 2 seconds. And I'll show you who's playing a little bit later on, but wish me good luck. And at the moment, my opponent is still asleep. That could be a bit of a walkover. I'm gonna have a little cup of coffee then. Thank you, Job Lasker, for basically subscribing to the channel as well. It's very kind of you. Anyone who wants to join in can subscribe. And Alex Warren 100, I don't know if that's my friend from Farnham. Alex, might well be. Hello, Alex. If it is, glad you can join in. Should I keep the language clean if your kids are watching? I'll try my best. You know, I normally try my best, but it often descends into absolute. Well, should we say? I won't say what I was going to say. Okay, well, look. I mean, I might just get a walkthrough in this first game, as my opponent has. I don't know. I hope he's alive, but he seems to have not turned up. So, well, okay. I mean, it would have been nice to get a little a couple of moves thrown in the first game to get cracking. But let me have some coffee. I need to get some coffee inside me at the moment. So yeah. Anyway, it's going to be fun. So it's 10 rounds, and I'll show you who's playing at the moment. There's a lot of good players. There's quite a lot of prize money at stake. I think first prize is like $1,000. So I don't know. I mean, I've never really come that close to winning it before, but you never know. You might get lucky. So we'll see if we can make that. Do you like the graveyard I'm in as well? You know, this is my local graveyard, Godalming Graveyard, I believe that is, because I'm going to be putting some people in their graves today. All right, and yeah, well, this game is this game's going quite nicely, isn't it? You know, I'll just sit back and enjoy my thing. Okay, Alex is saying clean, please. Just for you, Alex, I'll keep the language clean. I'm always clean. I'm a clean-cut guy, you know. I'm a clean-cut kind of guy. Well, I think I'm going to win this one, aren't I? That's a bit of a letdown. I wanted to get some blood on the board there. Try out some... I think today I'm going to be playing super aggressively. So I was thinking about what openings to play. I'm pretty tempted to go for a little bit of dragon action. I think I'm gonna like give the dragon a bit of stuff throwing in. Another thing I have to say, I haven't actually set up a mod in the chat, so I'm relying on all you guys to be well behaved there. And please do be as behaved as you can anyway. And as soon as I said that, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of swearing. But okay, you're always going to get people like that, unfortunately. I will get around to setting up a mod in future. But just behave yourself for now. Okay, well, I won the first game. So let's have a look at who's playing, first of all. So I'm going to just show you quickly who's playing. And I've kind of drifted into black here. So, okay, well, at the moment, I'm in first equal after a very brilliant win in the first game. Probably the best game I've ever played there. You know, pure skill, that game. Quickest win of all time. But you can see there's a lot of Grandmasters playing. So let's just scroll down the list. And I'll try to keep an eye on the chat as much as I can. So if I look this way, I'm looking at the chat. Otherwise, I'm not. How is the stream? Is it laggy? Is it laggy? I'm just going to check, see if I can just change that quickly, because we don't want that going on, do we? So, let's just see. I don't want it to be laggy if I can help it. Let me know how bad it is. If it gets really bad, I'll change it. But okay, let's continue. Okay, well, I've played and beat a Cobian in one of these streams before. What other big names do we have? As you can see, lots of, well, GM... Daniel Naroditsky is very, very strong blitz player, very strong player in all. And who else do we have? Well, look at all these Grandmasters. There's some serious names there. This guy is one of the best players in the world. He is what's his name? I better look up his name now after saying that. Dmitry Adriakin. So Dmitry Adriakin, who's been in the top 10 in the world, I think. So he's playing, so that'd be a nice skull to crack. And it's just GM after GM. Look at this. Gawain Jones, very strong blitz player from basically from England. And okay, we'll keep going down. Who else have we got in this list? We have, okay, more Russian Grandmasters. I'm not shivering yet. Alexandra Kostenyuk, who was women's world champion, is playing there. And who do we have? Okay, Hammer Time. John Ludwig Hammer, who's Magnus Carlsen's second. So he's pretty handy. He's a good GM. It's just good player after good player. Look at it. It's ridiculously strong. Ridiculously strong. I mean, I'm losing interest in this list now. There's too many big names here. Too many big names. So I'm just going to stop rolling through the names. It's making me scared, and I'm going to have to cower under the table if I look at the names anymore. Okay, so let's. What else is happening? Well, okay, other things. We'll just see. I'm waiting for round 2, and we're going to have a little bit of break in between each round, of course, while it happens. Now, so it's New Year's. What am I thinking of doing for New Year's? Well, most people have normal New Year's resolutions, which I do as well, the general, basically, all the normal stuff. But my main New Year's resolution, as you may or may not know, and this is a rather disturbing picture, but I think it's okay for kids, is the H-Pawn. Harry the H-Pawn is indeed my favourite pawn. And, we've had a lot of fun with old Harry the H-Pawn over my times of doing videos. He's been one cool arse, I think I can say arse, cool arse pawn. And here is, one thing I love doing is pushing Harry up the board. And there I am in my younger years when I had longer hair, as you can see. Longer hair, pushing, and I was a bit better built then. I used to wear slightly dubious clothes. But there's me pushing Harry up the board. So there we go. So there is Harry being pushed up the board. So I love pushing Harry. I'd also like to say hello to Amadam. So hello to Killian, who's joined in the chat. I recognise you. And do let me know if it's still laggy, because I think I'm going to try one more game. And then if not, I will. I think it's literally the connection is a bit funny today with Twitch, so I'll just drop it so it's a lot better. And one thing I decided I want to do this year, so this is my New Year's resolution, I want to send Harry the H-Pawn into space. Now, what on earth does that mean? Well, I've been looking into this, and I want to hire out a massive weather balloon. So I've gone to this site here. Let's just have a look at it. And I'm going to put together, and I'm going to start a fund for this. I think for the basic kit, I need £250. But for the massive kit that will go into space, I need this amount. So it's quite a lot of money to get, £500. But the idea in this, you get a big weather balloon. You get loads of other stuff. And you can attach, I want to attach Harry the H-Pawn to the weather balloon with maybe a picture of GingerGM and a picture of Harry, you know, that last picture, and send him out into space. And record it all. I'm going to attach a video camera to it, and he's going to go into space. So there we go. So that's my idea for 2018. I was going to say 17 there. So yeah, I lost it a long time ago, by the way, so don't worry about that. So that's my new idea. We're going to send a pawn into space. What do you think of that, boys and girls? What do you think of that? We're going to send a pawn into space. Okay, well, it looks like it's not too badly lagging. I think it might just be Twitch which is lagging. I hope I get a game now because I haven't had a warm-up. And, of course, my score, what score am I going for? So let's have a look now again at the standings. As you can see, the top-rated players here. Now, it is 10 rounds. Now, I had a bye in the first round. I'm going to get a really tough second round. It would have been nice to warm up. And when I'm playing, I'm going to take this a little bit more seriously in some way, that I'm going to probably talk less when I'm playing, if I can, and just try to play some good chess, if you know, as good as I can. Who knows? Sometimes I play well, and sometimes I play like a complete and utter plonker. You know, I'm sure you're aware of me playing like a plonker. Simon Plonker Williams seems to be my middle name. Okay, so I'm seeing there actually seems to be a problem with Twitch at the moment. Lots of people are saying it's not just me, but it's other people. So how am I going to afford to send Harry to space? Well, I've got a couple of ideas, because you know, spending £500 to send a chess pawn into space is a little bit crazy. Thank you, by the way, everyone who's subscribed. I can see Amadan Killian has subscribed. I can see my face. I actually dressed up like that as a clown, as you can see, with the masks and everything like that. So thanks for subscribing, Killian. If you do subscribe to my Twitch channel, you can play around with these things. I'm going to add more bonuses as I develop this channel a lot more. I'll be honest, I haven't done much streaming yet. It's something I want to build up. So we're gonna, give me a bit of time. I'll build that up as much as I can. And okay, so come on, I want a game now. I want to play some chess. All this waiting about, it's not good. Give me a game, someone. So I hope there's not a problem with the tournament. I've just seen that there's 243 players playing. I didn't even know that was that many title players in the world. I thought there was only about 10 Grandmasters in the world. So yeah, 243 title players. So that's some serious amount of title players playing today. So to win this, you'd have to come above probably another 100 Grandmasters. So I don't know. Anyone? Okay, if I get 5 out of 5, that'll be blooming good. Also, thank you also for Nimzo Belitzt, who's also subscribed to the channel. So how am I going to raise the money? Well, I've got a couple of ideas. I'm going to get some sponsorship funds going. I'm going to start maybe a crowdfund page, send Harry into space. That's one idea. I've got some contacts who are very good friends of Harry. They might be willing to throw a couple of bob in. And I'm also, might start trying to get some donations to put towards this from the streams I do. I'm going to set up a proper schedule when I'm streaming soon. I want to do more streams with Fiona and other people, so there's loads more to come. But just keep an eye on what I do. I'm on Twitter a lot, and it'd be lovely to get streaming a bit more regularly with Fiona. We've been planning to for ages, but we'll always do a lot of other things. Okay, I can see someone shouting in the chat while I'm waiting for the next game. Come on, I want to play a game soon. Well, the problem with so many players is there's going to be more length of waiting in between rounds. Okay, so I don't really want to reply to people who shout, but I might just do that. I mean, I do want to talk about the World Blitz Championships, which it's just finished. Okay, but first of all, come on, I'm playing a Grandmaster 2600. He's from Bulgaria, is that? This is a big game, boys and girls. And this is a massive game. He outrates me by about 150 points. We're going to get some Dutch action in. And I'm going to do my normal stuff. I don't have any problems with the Dutch, so I'm going to stick to the Dutch. And let's stick to my normal setup, which obviously I've done a number of DVDs on. Bishop e7, castles. This is the classical Dutch. And one thing I don't want to do is get low on time, because I'm very bad when I'm low on time. So I'm going to try to keep a minute in the bank, whatever happens. Okay, so he's playing a very simple setup. But one of the main ideas that we try to do in this Dutch is to play e5. And that's what I'm going to try to play next move. I'm going to try to get the move e5 in. If he plays e4, I try to use Freddy the f-pawn and I shove him into f4, because whether it's good or bad, it's normally quite fun. Maybe I should have gone e5 earlier, but let's see how this turns out. So I've got a pawn on f4, and now where does my knight want to go? c6 or to d7? I think c6 is a more active square, and I want my bishop eventually to come over to the king side like this, because at the moment my bishop is a problem. So I could maneuver it now. I could also play a very interesting move, g5, but I think I want to bring all my pieces into the game before I get adventurous with a move such as g5. So I want to just finish my development, and this is the typical maneuver that you will see in openings such as the French defense. And my bishop will come to life on one of these two squares. I mean, especially on h5. If I can get the bishop to h5, I've got a very useful pin. And then all my pieces are actually, you know, they've come to life. And Freddy the f-pawn is a real nuisance for my opponent. Later on, I'm going to try to use that pawn to start an attack. So far, so good. Okay, so my opponent's taking control of the open file. Now, if I move here, he might play h3, then g4. So, am I worried about that? I'm not necessarily worried about it. Let's put it in there. So if he goes h3, okay, so here I'm now thinking, I quite like the move g5 and then bishop g6. My bishop on g6 is also well placed. So I think I'm going to go for this one and try to just move my bishop back here, because then it's behind my g-pawn and I can try to go g4 and f3. Let's just come straight at him. No messing about. This is the Dutch. We just boom him, boom him. Don't know what boom him means. That's polite. So let's give it a go. I'm trying to keep it polite, but let's keep up on time, because I still need to buy a blooming mouse mat. But my main idea here, I think, is g4 and f3. Should I play that now? I will kill his bishop if I do. But his knight comes here. g4, f3. He has to go bishop h1. So it's a difficult decision. Do I play that, or do I just simply move my bishop back here? Or do I even double up on this file here? I've got rook f5 threatening to take and take here. I'm not even sure I ever want to take this. It's now, this is where I've got to make some tricky decisions. Rook d1. I like g4 on this, positionally speaking. But his knight over here is very annoying. He's going to go h3 and break that down. So, okay, come on. Rook f5. Rook d1. Takes here. Rook here. I don't know. Rook here. I don't know if I want to give him complete control. Maybe this is a bit of a wimpish move. But I want to swap off one pair of rooks. Just so he can't gain control of his one asset. If I can get one pair of rooks off, I'm not sure what my right plan is here. Is it bishop g6? Is it g4? And then f3? If I wanted to play g4 and f3, I probably should have played it before. Okay, well now f3 is going to come. There's no way I'm going to be able to resist playing this for much longer. Okay, well let's get rid of that one. I've got to move quicker. And now I want to take here. Now if I play this, he has bishop h3. Now I've got bishop e2 and f3. Then my bishop is on a better square, it feels. So I'm going to try to maximize the potential of my pieces. And his bishop's a bit, is it a bit annoying on f here? Well, okay, I'm going to go for this. I like this. His bishop comes here, and then maybe I've even got h5. I'm trying to kill his pieces. Let's go h5. I want to play this move, and I want to play rook d8 and take over the d file. So this is what I'm trying to do here. If g4, well, maybe rook f4 comes. He's got bishop to f1, but I'm not too fearful of that because, well, I guess what plans have I got? I can try to get my queen to h3 and checkmate him, so maybe move my queen around. Or, okay, he's trying to come in here. Now, this check, I got here. Okay, so he's trying to sneak his queen into g6. This is the problem. But if I go here, check. Ah, he's got this one. He takes here. That's a little bit annoying. Well, I say a little bit annoying. I shouldn't have allowed this check. It looked like things were going well, but hang on a minute. Let's keep fighting. Yeah, I forgot he takes on e6 with check. So it's a pawn, and he's got this one back. So that is very annoying. But I don't know. I mean, how is this ending? Because my king comes into e6 very quickly. So in actual fact, I think this ending is perfectly playable for me. I mean, I've got this wedge of pawns over here as well. Now, king e6, rook here. I've got rook here, but then there's a check and rook e5. But then its back rank is always weak. I'm going to take control of the file. I've got to play quicker now. And I want to put my king here. This ending to me looks absolutely fine for me. Because my pawns are very good. They trap his king on the back rank here. Of course, I saw all this when I sacrificed that pawn. My opponent now is trying to break out, but I always have rook to d1 if his rook tries to escape. And my idea is to simply take this. Maybe I can take this pawn, maybe not. So he wants to play rook here. So I can now start gobbling his pawns on the queen side. And he's going for this. So I can check and then take this one first. Even better. Let's do that. So I can get a passed f-pawn as well. This looks very good to me, but is it enough to win? Okay, and my time is ticking down. It should be a very good ending, but that doesn't mean anything when I'm playing endings, unfortunately, boys and girls. And I'm a pawn up. This g-pawn is very strong. It's a very strong pawn. How am I going to break that? Okay, well, I don't want to give up my f-pawn, so I'm going to try to run my king. Then he has this check, yeah? He's playing well, as to be expected from a good player like this. He's going to play well. Okay, time. I'm going to take all his pawns and just play like this. I've got to play quick. 24 seconds. 24 seconds. Okay, I want to get my rook here and rely on my queenside pawns. Messy ending. Messy ending. I don't know what this is like. Who is better here and why? Maybe I should have moved my king up. Here. Boom. Okay, quick, Simon. You're playing like an old man. Okay, get your rook behind the pawn. That's it. Rook behind. God, play quick. Whatever you do. Quick, quick, quick. This is just... I've got to just shut up and play quick. Of course, this should be a very good position. I don't want to give the draw away. Do I? Boomer. How am I going to avoid the draw? Do I play for a win? I've got to play for a win. I'll be such... draw already? Oh, no. I got freaked out a little bit there. A bit short of time. A little bit short of time. Oh, I thought I had one more move there. Was that really already a repetition? Well, that was a silly mistake there, but it was a little. I was just a little bit. I should have been winning there. That was not good. I played a good game there. I should have played. Well, let's just have a look. If I played here, I was worried about G6, and I was just trying to work this out of time. Of course, I should have played this. This must be winning, but with so little time on the clock, this is one of those positions where I needed to find a good move here, and I only had under 10 seconds. So what do I play here after G6? How do I deal with that? Because the other option is if I go here, check here, he takes on F2 with check, and I certainly don't want that to happen. When I could go king to E1, but it looks natural to go here. But after G6, do I have a way through in this position? Obviously, I should have played on there, but easy in hindsight to say that. Of course, I blew a win there somewhere, but it's not okay. So how would I have won this? Well, of course, I just go here. That was, yeah, just give me a couple more seconds. I was just about to play this as well. This would have been a very easy win. Absolutely stupid. And then I've got rook G6. I was worried about this, but of course I queen, and it was just a little bit of warming up there. So that was silly. I had that win in the palm of my hands. I actually thought it wasn't free fold there already. I actually thought I had more chance to play on here when I played King E5. I was about to play King E5 and play for the win. I had to play that. If he didn't claim the draw, I'd have done that to do it. So yeah, I just played Rook A6. That was the move I was just actually calculating before we claimed the draw, and of course that is completely game over. So I was just trying to gain a bit of time on the clock. So I think what I've got to learn there is not get so short a time. You just got to play a bit more natural. But that was interesting. I mean, the position seemed to go very well for me, and this ending we got around this point here. Well, this ending was pretty good for me because my pawns here were very good at caving his king in. So this actually should be basically a good ending. Now I'm gonna obviously in future have to get some people to look after the chat, some mods in, which is a real pity because it only takes one or two people to destroy the chat, for everyone else. So, do try to behave. I'll be keeping an eye on that and maybe have to ban some people if, I prefer you kept the language as good as you can. I don't mind a bit of swearing, but sometimes there's going to be kids. I'll probably swear later on when I lose a game. But, in general, just try to be a bit respectful to everyone else. And I don't know, I have to look into that for the future. I'm just still setting things up here. Okay, so, well, that's not a bad start. I had black. We'll treat that as a warm-up game. It was quite an interesting ending, but I'm still a bit annoyed with that last move of that game. I had an opportunity, but you need a little warm-up game. He's 2600, and the Dutch did its job there. So the Dutch was very good. And yeah, like you say, I'll get a mod for the future. Thank you very much, Ryan is mean, for the shout out there. That's very kind of you. Ryan is me, and yeah, that's very kind of you. I don't know why. I mean, I think it was Winston Churchill who said, the famous Winston Churchill, one of the best great Britons of all time. I think he said, like, basically, if you haven't ever annoyed anyone in your life, if you haven't upset someone, then you've done something wrong in your life. If you're always trying to make people happy, you haven't lived properly. You only can live if you've upset someone. And I think probably over the last year I've done a great job of making some some good enemies. But we will try to do that. And I think I'm going to actually go around and try to work out how to ban people. So I'm already okay. There you go. I've banned someone already. Momed 2300. There we go. That's a good start. Okay. Sorry. So Yayborn is saying we would take on F2 if you move the king down. Let's have a look at that right at the end. See if I had some opportunities there. Okay. So let's have a look. So if I'd have gone here, well, if I'd gone king here, he could take on F2. but I think this should be winning if I just play something like king e6, and if he moves the g pawn, I get my rook there. So he's got to play king g4, and now you should nearly always try to get your rook behind the passed pawn. So I'm going to go basically to rook to a1, and I'm going to try to get the rook here. If he goes rook to g2, then my king comes in front of the pawn like that. So that's all right. Okay, so it's still early days. Let's go and have a look at the scores, shall we? See how everyone is getting on. So we can see the scores here. And I'm going to have a little bit more coffee where you can all see it. I'm also just going to have a look at the chat now because I'm quite liking this banning thing. I'm going to see if I can ban anyone else, shall I? Let's have a look. Okay, who else can we ban? Let's do it. So I'm keeping an eye. Someone who I know well, if you do want to become a mod, so I have to say someone who's at the GingerGM party, anyone who wants to help out, be a mod. So we have PPRTS who has subscribed to the channel, and if I can work out how to make you a mod, then I will definitely do that. Okay, let's do that. So I've now made you, PPRTS, a moderator of the room. Now I've no idea what that means. Hopefully you'll treat your new power with respect, but you now have the possibility to ban people. Right, we're on to another game already. That was quick. So let's get back to concentrating, and I'm going to start with d4. So I'm playing someone roughly my rating, and this is an important game to win. So let's get into full focus mood. And please, if you are the mod, okay, I'm actually going to definitely, before I even play, he is going to be banned. I love this banning thing. Good stuff. So I banned someone else. Great. I'm enjoying this. Okay, right. So let's concentrate about the game now. So I'm going to play my normal repertoire, d4 and c4. He's playing the King's Indian Defence. Now, normally against the King's Indian Defence, well, he could also play the Grunfeld. I play a system where I try to shove up Gary and Harry. This is my normal repertoire, so I'm going to stick to this way of playing. So first of all, before you attack, you normally need to develop your pieces, but my idea is to try and play g4 at the right moment, and then h4, h5, because in this position, if you saw my long play videos, you will know what the right plan is here for white, because I went into this a long play. If you go to my YouTube channel, I talk about this a lot. Thank you very much, Geppetto, for subscribing to the channel. That's very generous of you. And yeah, we should do a stream where I just ban people. That'd be great fun. Okay, now c5 is a good move, but I had this just recently at the London Classic in December against Gawain Jones. And I played this move against Gawain Jones, which I feel is an interesting way to play. Okay, the queens can come off, but then I'm trying to block out the King's Indian Bishop. So this move is the standard move when I'm going to try to prove later on, positionally speaking, if you look at the pawn structure, that the d6 pawn is a weak pawn. But of course it's early days. So I guess let's continue by castling. And now he's got to ask himself what to do with this knight. If he moves it, I might even win the pawn on c5. And other ideas I've got here just improve my position. I've got good development, and let's improve. So now my main idea is to try to home in on the weakness on d6. But I also want to go like queen d2, rook to d1. Now, I could go knight b5 straight away and ask him how he's going to defend that pawn, which is looking to me like the correct way to play. I've also got f4 is very tempting when his knight might have to go back, but let's go for the d pawn. A pawn is a pawn. I'm not normally known for my pawn grabbing, but if I can win that one, I will do. Now, I was a little bit concerned about him going queen h4 here, followed by some knight g4 stuff, starting some desperate attacks. So hopefully he's not listening to the stream. But queen to h4 is a move that I kind of hope he doesn't play, because then it gets a little bit messy. You know, then I'm not even sure I want to take this pawn because he has rook d8. So what am I going to do against that? Well, maybe I go queen d2 and try to place my bishop on g5 to try and trap that queen. But if he goes queen here, he's also threatening knight takes c4. So I kind of feel my last move may not have been best. Okay, so he's gone bishop here. And he's attacking this pawn. Now, I think I'm going to change plans because this queen h4 thing scares me. And I'm just going to try to control this square. So that knight might want to come back to c3. I'm going to just try to keep hold of the d5 square now, for now. Maybe put my knight into c7. Now, what am I going to do if he throws his queen in again? This is the question. Okay, he keeps avoiding doing that, which I'm quite happy about. Now, f4. f4 to me looks correct because his knight was annoying me. I want to push that knight back. Thank you very much, Yayborn, for subscribing to this channel. Let's try to push his active pieces backwards. That knight was getting on my nerves. Let's try to push it away. And after knight d7, okay, he's trying to push me away because otherwise I'd have taken on d6. So I've got knight c3. It's probably where my knight wants to go anyway. Let's not, I don't want to waste too much time. And now knight d7. Don't know if I've achieved a great deal from my last plans. So I'm now just going to try to keep improving the positioning of my pieces. And I'm going to continue trying to put a rook here. On the other hand, he's coming down this file. Let's not worry about that for now. Let's just put my pieces on good squares. Bishop f3, rook e1. I want to keep my central control. So he's eliminating one of these. I want to keep my knight here because I've got to be able to take this one. He's trying to eliminate that knight. Now bishop here, knight takes knight, bishop takes, rook takes e3. Queen takes e3. He doesn't have bishop here. So I'm going to go for that. I've got bishop b6 here as well. Bishop b6, forcing his queen to a slightly different square. Also very tempting. Let's go for bishop f3. And he seems to have equalised quite well. That's the move I was worried about, him throwing this one in, where he's trying to get control of the open file. Which is annoying, you know. I don't really want him to gain control of this open file. And how am I going to do this? So I've got bishop f2, which I think I'm going to play now because I wanted to play this anyway. And try to get rook to e1 in and make some exchanges because my knight is always very good on this square. Don't do this to me, mouse. So let's do that. Okay, I'm going to try to exchange off rooks because his rook is clearly better. But I think he's equalised here. I mean, okay, maybe he hasn't because my knight is such a strong piece. If I can swap off all his other pieces, then my knight should hold an advantage. So have I got... Okay, shall I make myself a little escape square here? Then he comes in here. So I've got this check. Here, check. Queen here. Takes here. Check. Bishop here. It's a bit annoying. I don't really want him to put a piece here. Okay, I'm going to do this. But I'm not playing this particularly well, I have to admit. Time to start playing better. And mouse. Okay, let's get rid of this. I had a make-believe mouse mat there. So, okay, so he's come in here. And I think I want to go for the exchange of queens. I'm going to have to move quicker now. And I want to simplify things, get to another ending like last time, because I think his pawns are going to be weaker in the ending. And let's go for it. Now, my knight is always such a great piece. So let's play around my knight and try to centralize my king in good fashion. Now, do I play g4? Well, let's not think about things too much. And he's got this one in. That's what I expected. Okay, so how do I pressurize this pawn? Well, first of all, I'm going to defend this one. His position looks okay, actually, because I can't get to his weaknesses at all. And how do I improve my position? His king's come in here. And he's got the d4 square. I actually think my king should be on d3. I prefer my king on this square. Okay, well, I was hoping he'd play that because now I have knight e7 check. That's what I was relying on, where I picked up a very useful pawn, but it's only a pawn. And a pawn is not enough to win, always, especially when I'm playing. So let's try to make some exchanges. When you're material up, you need to exchange pieces off. And now I can get a very useful pass pawn on the A file. So I'm going to use that one. So I've got 2 pass pawns, an F pawn and an A pawn. Is it enough to win? Well, if he moves his king, I come in here. If he pushes this pawn, my pawn on D4, very nice square. It controls both diagonals. And now let's use the power of the F pawn. So I'm going to try to get at least... When you've got a pass pawn, you need to push it. But I don't want his king coming here. So let's now stop his king coming there. And I think this is a winning ending. So my opponent has resigned. Boom! Boom! Good stuff. Okay. And I can see PPRTS. Now, I hope you've done... Has PPRTS done a good job of modding so far? Let's have some feedback. Has it been a good job? Tell me your feedback. I hope it's been a good job. Just looking at the chat already, it looks a bit better. I did actually ban a couple of people as well. But this position is winning. Indeed it is, because you can... Well, I've got 2 pass pawns. My F pawn is going to come down. And if you know, my F pawn's unstoppable here. This is the real reason. And he can't get his king anywhere active because all the squares here I'm controlling with my pieces. So you can see I'm controlling all of these squares. So boom! So I've moved to 2.5 out of 3. Oh my words! It feels good. It feels good to win an ending. Okay, I don't know. That was some song. Boom! Get in there. Okay, let's have a look. So has he been a good mod? First of all, I haven't looked at the chat. Has he? I'm sure he's been a good mod, but give me your feedback. And he has the power now, the power to ban. And also, I'd like to say, I just look at the chat. I'd also like to say hello to more people. 10 out of 10 modding. That's what I want to hear. Good stuff. Good work, boy. I might even have to give you a free subscription if you keep up the good work. So I'd like to say hello to Desert Storm Carl, Yayborn, and all the regulars. I notice names now that come in quite a lot. So we have O Pornent. Hello, I notice your name is quite a regular. And yeah, good stuff. So glad to see some regular names. Also glad to see some new names. Hello, Alex. Yeah, Alex. Freddy the F pawn was ready to rock and roll. Just call me. You can either call me Karpov or Magnus Carlsen. I'll let you pick. I kind of prefer Carlsen. You know, call me. I think I'm a bit Carlsen-esque there. A bit of an endgame grinder. I tighten the screws. I torture them a little bit. I tickle them here. I tickle them there. I create a weakness on the king side. I'm standing a bit more like Karpov. I create a weakness on the queen side. And then I kill. And here comes Freddy the F pawn. Tickle them here, tickle them there. We tickle them everywhere. Don't ask where I was tickling there. Okay, so let's have a look at the standings. So good start so far. Can I keep it up? I hope so. As long as my mouse, I need to get a mouse mat. Okay, where are the standings? So let's have a look at the standings. Here we go. Okay, so I'm 3 out of 3. Some big names, like I say, Gwaine Jones, my good friend. And actually, that last game, I had that opening against Gwaine Jones in the London Classic. He's on 3 out of 3. Daniel Naroditsky, very good blitz player, very good. This guy, I know him, I've met him. Very nice guy. I mean, there's some big names there. The Flaming GM. Look at all these GMs. Where am I? I'm not even on the list. 2.5. Where am I? Okay, I'm in 33rd equal position. So early days yet. Early days. And there's a long way to go. So, but look at all these GMs. It's crazy. This guy is the strongest player, I think, from the Africa area. He's been African champion a number of times. Very strong Grandmaster. Thank you for the donation.
1 + 1 = 3 CNN is fake news.
Thank you for the £5 donation. 1 + 1 = 3 CNN is fake news. I'm going to try to not get involved with too many politics, because whenever I do get involved with politics, I always end up pissing someone off. So I'm gonna try to hold back on the politics today. You know, I'll save that for the pub. So if I ever meet you in a pub environment, then I'll talk politics, but not now. Mousepad is missing, yeah, but okay. So, well, I say I was going to avoid politics, and then I was very tempted to talk about Saudi Arabia and to talk about the World Blitz Championships that just took part in Saudi Arabia. But there's a warning bell in my head saying, Simon, shut up, Simon, shut up. Because Magnus Carlsen, he won. Okay, what did he win? He won $150,000 for 2 days' work. So $150,000 for a 2-day blitz tournament. He won about $50,000 in the other tournament, and then I think he probably also got paid a lot of money to go to Saudi Arabia. I reckon he made $500,000 over Christmas, Magnus Carlsen, from playing in Saudi Arabia. But then you've got players such as Hikaru Nakamura and Muzichuk, who said they didn't want to play in Saudi Arabia because they thought it was a repressive regime. Now, I think I've got another game already. Blooming heck. Okay, here we are. Okay, now, if I can win this, I'm in very good stead. Now, don't ever look at the ratings of players too much. I'm not going to think my opponent is weak because he's got a low rating. That is just a big mistake. But I'm going to try to crush him. I got white again. Can I get to 3.5? Are we going to have the same opening again? Well, we've just had this already, haven't we? Should I push Harry this time? Very tempted to push Harry, lob him up the board. But I think I will stick to what we just had. It seemed to work last time, so why change? Now, last time C5 was the move of choice. The other way black can play is with E5. And, okay, so he's going here. So he's keeping his options open about playing these two moves. Now, Queen D2, I'm thinking is the move I want to play because I want to keep my options open. Do I play... Because the problem with playing G4 in these positions is C5 comes. Okay, so he's playing very aggressively, and I don't like it when people do this. It doesn't scare me. I'm not scared of anything. Okay, come on. Do I even just swap these off? Probably not. B5 is coming. I think I'm going to play G4 because I can. Okay. Don't know if it's good or bad, but let's do it. Okay. Let's give him the option of what he wants to play. And maybe I'll back this up with F3 just to consolidate there. Weird position, this. Weird position. I will admit that one of the openings I don't like playing against the most is the King's Indian. And I've had 2 King's Indian. I'm not going to make excuses now. Now, B5, I will take it and I will grab the pawn. And then he's got a bit of like a Benko Gambit. And I would say he's got a pretty decent Benko Gambit because it's quite hard for me to get castled. So if I was black, I'd be playing B5 without thinking here. But he's got other good moves. Knight E5 is also a good idea. Because then... Okay, he's played it. Bummer. Now, do I play H3 or here? And now I kind of want to play H3 and F4. So H3 here, takes, bishop takes. And that seems to be holding together. I want to play F4 because I want to get rid of his knight here. So I'm going to grab this pawn. I hate taking pawns like this, but let's get F4. Oh, he's got C4 here. He's playing very well. If he plays, I forgot. Oh, thank goodness he didn't play. Oh, he's got. Yeah, I don't like this either though. So he's got C4 square. Okay, come on, let's hold it together. So I want. He's got the C4 move and knight C4, 2 moves which I really don't like. He's got fantastic compensation here. Slacken me to get myself in this position. Now B3 just looks so dodgy. You can even play here anyway. Do I have to give up my dark square bishop? That is a move I never want to play in these positions because his dark square bishop is so tremendous. So this is uncomfortable position for me from my own doing. Here C4 and his knight comes in here. Don't like that. I might have to give up my dark square bishop and just get developed. Okay, I'm going to have to start playing a lot better here. This is very bad play from me so far, just to give him all this opportunities. But I do have a pawn. So let's not get too negative. If I can get castled, it's okay. So let's have a look. But my position was, I think I made the right decision there. Now, can I play B3? It looks very weakening on the long diagonal, but I'm defending this square quite well at the moment. So I'm going to play it. I have to keep my extra pawn. If I lose my one asset, my extra pawn, not going to be happy. Now, the guy's getting greedy. He wants to bring his other knight in. Well, let's get castled. I'm going to get castled. I've got to get my king castled. So knight here, I'm then going to play f4. How many times do you see me grabbing a pawn? And was there some knight f3 check? Oh my words! People in the chat are saying he had knight f3. Did we both just miss that? Okay. Oh my words! What awful! Bloody hell! You can see this game. Okay, shut up, Simon, and play. Don't like my position anyway. Okay. Oh dear. Right. I mean that annoys. Now he's got bishop d4, got queen d3, knight here. I didn't like my position anyway. I hate this kind of defending stuff. I need to get a knight to c4. I need to reroute my pieces. I'm going to go king g2 just to... Okay, I've got to play quick as well. Right, okay. Right, I'm going to be quiet now and just try to focus a little bit more. I want to get f4 in, queen d3, and try to hold my position together. Bishop d4 of queen somewhere. c4, I guess I'm taking. Or am I allowing him to take? His knight's coming here. Maybe it's time to start getting funky over here. Let's do this. Try to create some counterplay in the center of the board. But I also had knight d4 there. I wasn't sure about knight d4. Takes, queen takes. Maybe rook c1 was also the right idea. Problem with moving kings in front of your pawn, you can also weaken your position. So, okay, so here. Now takes, queen takes. He's increasing the pressure somewhat. I want to shut out the bishop. Okay, let's do that. This is my idea. And, you know, I know I'm going to drop a pawn here. I'm hoping I'm going to get enough counterplay in the center of the board here. In the meantime, my knight wants to come to c6 as well. So that's another idea. Knight here, knight c6. Try to get active like that, but still don't like it for some reason. Now, knight takes b3. At least he steps into a pin. I have knight e4. Rook here, knight d4. Knight c6. Get my knight into c6. This is the key idea. If I get my knight here, it's maybe okay. So this is what I need to do here. Float that knight. Can't believe I missed knight f3, but I'm not going to think about that anymore, am I? Okay, knight f3. This has got to be played. Got to be played. And then if he takes, I had this move, but he's in a pin. I'm in a pin as well. Very weird position. Takes. Everything comes off. Takes. I'm going to go knight c6, I think. And I think he, of course, he should take here. I don't know why he's not taking there. Why he's thinking about it. Okay. Now, let's play knight c6 anyway. And play quickly. Now my pieces are looking awfully funny. I think there's going to be a check against my king in a lot of positions. Oh dear. Don't like this. Still don't like this. Oh, he fucking takes there. Sorry. Hopefully you won't see it. You can't take that now. Don't want to give him a draw. I want to win. I did the draw in the last game. We're not doing that in this game, even if we lose. This play is not. I'm not going to say this is Magnus Carlsen like this. This is very scrappy do. This is very scrappy do style. Ah. Ah. Bloody hell. That's annoying. Should have been winning this one. Should have been losing, to be fair. Just don't move your knight. Well, yeah, I mean, that was pretty terrible game all round. Shall I play on a little bit? Well, play on a little bit, I suppose. He's offered me a draw. Kind of looks quite logical, but... Oh, don't go there. I'll offer him a draw. Ah, that was pretty bad. Oh, dear. That was a bad game. That was a very bad game all round, that was. I have to say, that wasn't impressive by either of us. I mean, I think we found out... Sorry about the swearing, for those kids who are watching. It was bound to happen. Yeah, I have to say... I think you found my weakness there. When I am weakest is when people attack me and sacrifice against me. I hate being under pressure. I should have been... Well, okay, let's go back. This horrible blunder. I mean, the opening, that didn't go well that time. He played a very good line. He played this little knight bd7. Now here, I think I shouldn't play queen d2 and g4. One thing you should always do is basically think where you went wrong in your games, where things didn't go your way. Don't make the same mistake twice. It could have been worse, Killian. That was just a terrible game, let's be honest. It was an absolutely appalling game from both of us. But I love to be black in those positions, not white. Oh dear. Okay, anyway, so queen d2, I don't think it's right. And if I'm going to play queen d2, I should play bishop h6. If you have a plan in mind, don't swap plans. Stick to your plan, stick to your principles, don't swap halfway through, it's crazy. So then later on, well, he played excellently this b5 move, which I wasn't happy about coming. It was well, okay, I didn't like this because now he has c4, knight d3, and he's got everything in the position. I mean, here... Knight c4, and it wasn't good. And this move, oh my words, I mean, what a Patzer's move this was. This was such a bad Patzer's move. I mean, oh my words, I mean, I didn't even see it. Ignorance is bliss. And my opponent missed knight to f3 check. This was really, really, really bad, because now knight f3, and I would have opened my first beer of the evening, I feel. But, okay, the game went on. And then later on, I should have been winning that easily, but I did not play well. It was all a bit of a mess here. As soon as I got my knight here, I'm back in the game. So it's all right. And now, well, this ending, I win the pawn, and it should be very good for me here. This all looks all right, but I'm not a pawn up at the moment. But now I am pawn up, and here I just sort of, my brain went. I mean, an easy way to win this is to... take the queens off and just get my rook behind the passed pawn. You know, I always, you know, I mean, if I go queen takes queen, your rook always belongs behind your passed pawn. And now play rook to d1. Well, I'm a very strong passed pawn up, and I should be winning this. So that was my mistake as well. So yeah, can't Adam and Eve that, can we? That was a little bit slack. But okay, what am I on? Am I on 3 out of 4? 3 out of 4 still? For someone who's played so badly in that game, 3 out of 4, we'll take that one. So I think in order to win this tournament, I'll probably need to get something like 7.5 or 8, which means I need to win all the rest of my games, and I've got to play better than that. So it's good to be hard on yourself sometimes. Let's have a look at standings, shall we? And let's have a look how the tournament is going. So who's at the top? Well, a bunch of Russians probably. We have the Flaming GM. Who is the Flaming GM? Let's check him out. The Flaming GM, you probably can't see the screen, is someone from Vatican City. Which, okay, let me show that. I don't believe they're from Vatican City. The Pope is playing. The blooming Pope is playing. Okay, other names I know. Well, this guy is a very strong blitz player. And there's not too many on first. Only 6 at the moment. We are on round 4, so there's 6 rounds to go. And let's see other names. Well, the Chess Queen, this is ex-world champion. Alexandra Kostenyak is on 3.5. I might actually get a beer at the halfway mark, I'm thinking. I might need to loosen up a little bit, you know. Only one beer. Only one beer. And who else do I recognise? Well, we have Gwaine Jones, who may have lost his last round unless he's still playing. That is Robert Hess. So there's a load of good players on my group who I could play. You know, all these players. Where am I? That game, that name basically is relevant to my game there, my last game, Comedy of Errors. And there I am on 3 out of 4. So, okay, we're in 41st place equal. Could be worse, could be worse. So, let's see if there's any games going. There's only one game going. So, actually, the next round is going to start very soon. And I'm hoping to have a quick win now. So, I will go and grab a beer then, I think. Isn't it beer time? It's got to be beer time soon. Okay, so back to this. I'm just going to now relax a little bit. Relax a little bit in my graveyard. And we're in. Okay, so we're playing some Patzer here. Some Ukrainian Patzer. Who is he? Should we have a look? Oh, this guy is very, very strong. But this guy has like been one of the best players in the world for a long amount of time. You know, he's been in the world's top 10 before. So it should be an easy game. Yeah, come on, punk. Made my day. Okay, so one thing I will do is play quick. And I'm going to stick to my Dutch defence. It's been very good to me. Maybe... Oh, no! Oh, what a mouse slip! Oh, you cannot be serious. Oh, you bloody idiot. Oh, my words. Did I just do that? I cannot believe that. I was going to show Queen B4. And, oh, no. Oh, my words. That was, oh, my words. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Oh, my God. I mean, I'm just going to go and lay in the graveyard behind me. That could just spoil my whole tournament. Oh, no. What the hell was that? Did I just play that? I'm going to resign. That was just absolute... What the hell? Oh, no. Time to get a beer. Oh, dear. I was trying to demonstrate before I did that the possibility of playing Queen to B4 check. That's what I was trying to demonstrate. And instead of demonstrating it, I didn't even manage to get the Queen to B4. The Queen slipped on the way and made it as far as C5. I was looking forward to that game. He's been a great chess player before. I'm going to get a beer now. I'll be back soon. Half-time break. 5 games over. That was bad. That was just a slip. That was nothing to do with my play. These things happen. I need to win every game now to get a prize. But that was... Oh, my words. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, beer time. Beer time.
Here's to +3 score for the whole tournament.
Yeah, that was good, wasn't it? Wah, wah, wah. Okay, well that was annoying, but on the plus side, I now have a beer. So we're still going to get 5 more games against title players. So thank you for the clip there. Never play the Dutch, never play it like that. God, I run and had a very quick smoke there as well. So need to stop that as well. The maybe the downside of this is the same beer that I drank when I played Ben Feingold, but we won't even talk about that. I'll stick to one. So, oh dear. Okay, right. So let's have a look at what's going on. Let's see who's still playing, shall we? At the top, and we'll talk about someone else's game. So who should we pick? Who should we go to? Let's have a look. Where are we? Standings. Okay, who do you want to see? Which game do you want to see out of this list? Someone give me a game that you want to see. Oh no, that was. We're gonna fight back. Don't you worry. I've just got a bit of anger inside me now. A bit of anger there. And thank you very much. I see Dan's donated. Thank you, Dan, for the donation of £3. That's good. It was I probably didn't deserve a donation there, but anyway. So who should we see? Let's have a look. Is there anyone I know playing still? Well, there's my friend Gawain Jones. Let's have a look at Gawain. Let's see how Gawain Jones is getting on. I'll just have to readjust the board somewhat. How are we going to do this? Let's get rid of my game and have a look. So Gawain, a good friend of mine from England. And I should also say, if any of you want to get a great deal at this moment in time, I can't believe there's a valuation we can see when you're watching the games on chess.com. If you want to get a great deal until midnight tonight, and this is an offer we're just running literally only for another 2 hours, the GingerGM DVD collection, which is a lot of DVDs in total. It is over 100 hours of tuition, is now at half price, and it's only £44. So you go to the GingerGM shop, gingergm.com, and you can get yourself a good deal there. Well, it looks like Gawain's in trouble here. I don't know who the GM or the black piece it is, but Gawain has now blundered a piece. Hello, Fiona. Trust you to turn up at this moment. Can someone just show Fiona what happened? Hello, Fiona. Hello. I'm having a beer. Good to see you, Fiona. Fiona, it is, and I'm glad you could join in. But you should have just seen what I did, Fiona. It was potentially the worst blunder that anyone has ever done. Now, if you don't know Fiona is Fian Chetta, and I've done a lot of commentary of her in streaming, and we will do more streaming in future. But what I just did, Fiona, you should have a look. I just blundered my queen on move 5. Move 5, Fiona. I lost my queen to nothing on move 5. But it's going to get better now because you're obviously joining in. But okay, doesn't look like things are getting better for Gawain. Are we going to see bishop and knight versus thing? Okay, here we go. Thank you for the clip there that people are bringing in. That was maybe one of the biggest blunders I've ever made. Anyway, so is Gawain going to hold this one? Well, it looks like he's getting in a checkmate net. Bishop here, knight here is coming. So he has to give up a pawn. And of course, this is easily winning for his opponent, who seems to have played a very good game here. And now, what's that? He's lost a piece back. Oh dear. Now it's probably a draw. That was an amazing blunder. It's not just me who blunders. Other people blunder as well. Yeah, that's good to hear. And now this should be a draw because the Black King... What is the Black King doing? The Black King is going nuts. Will White somehow win this one? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? No, I doubt it. Of course, Black can always draw. There should be a draw now with Knight takes h5. And we've got another game coming up. And yeah, if you don't, by the way, if you don't know Fiona Fiancetta, who's in the chat, Fiona has her own Twitch channel, well worth subscribing to, and YouTube channel. So go and check out her stuff as well. It's got to be good. And Fiancetta, is that what I'm saying? Is that what, if I say it right? And well, actually now, is Gawain holding this? This is a weird ending. I don't know if Gawain is holding this anymore. It should be a draw. It is a draw now when the king gets to g6. So there we go. That was an impressive game, wasn't it, that last one? So we're going to come bouncing back now with a stream of 5 wins. It's gonna be good now. It's gonna be good. It's coming. And Fiona summed it up very well there. Shit does happen. I'll be back. So okay. And do we have to watch the end of this game? Do we have to watch the end? Is there any way that Black can try to trick White? I doubt it. Because the problem is, if this knight ever takes the pawn, isn't that a draw? Is it a draw? Knight takes here? Yes, because the bishop just stays here. And as soon as that pawn moves forwards, the bishop will capture the pawn. So, of course, it is a draw. Drinking beer in a graveyard is not to be recommended, you know, but hey-ho. We'll keep going. So, actually, this is tough now. What? Okay, put your bets. Is Black going to win this, or is it going to be a draw? It looks to me that somehow Black's making great progress. It depends if the White King can get over here. If the White King can get over there, maybe it's not. But this is actually not so easy. I think Black's going to win now, which would be a real blow for... Okay, maybe... I don't know. I just don't know. Don't ask me about endings. Ask me about beer and stuff like that instead. And, okay, what else is happening? Yeah, it should be a draw. So, okay, while we look at the end of this game, if you just joined into the stream a bit late... My New Year's resolution is to send, it looks like a draw now, is to send Harry the H-pawn into space. So I'll just bring up the website quickly, and we're going to start a fund page for this. And this is the kit I'm going to aim for. And you can see the idea of this is to get a massive balloon. Okay, so I'm going to get a massive balloon. I'm either going to go for this package here. I'm going to attach a chess pawn to it, to the balloon. You can see, there goes Harry. You can imagine Harry on, you know, being attached to that balloon there. And we're going to... Oh, no, look who I'm playing. I'm playing Hammer Time. I'm playing Hammer Time. I'm playing Hammer. Oh, my words. I'm playing... everyone knows Hammer Time. Magnus Carlsen second. Right, we're going to go for a French here. Now, this game is one I would love to win. Oh, no. What the hell's wrong with him? Exchange French? You got to be kidding me, man. He knows my weaknesses, some of my weaknesses, endings as well. Okay, right. Let's try to make this interesting somehow. Now, I'm going to gambit this pawn. I'm going to gambit the pawn here because it looks like fun. Okay, I'm going to allow him to take a pawn. And I'm going to try and make this rather dull position as exciting as possible. Now, if he takes on d5 and comes back to b3, I have absolutely no compensation whatsoever. So I'm hoping he won't play that. And what do I do now? Here takes here. Any compensation now? Or do I just develop? I think I'm just going to develop. takes, queen takes here, castles. That should be good compensation for me. Let's do that. Okay, let's develop my pieces quickly. And now I don't want to allow knight c6, or do I? Castles, knight c6, queen e8. And let's go for it. Let's go for quick development. I'm going for quick development. I don't want to blunder any more blooming pieces though, do I? There'd be a nice checkmate here. Knight c6, queen e8, queen takes c7, bishop b4, checkmate. In my dreams, I feel. In my dreams. But okay, I've sacrificed a pawn. But I've got some compensation, surely. And it's not a boring exchange French anymore, is it? This is a more rock and roll position. And I want to go rook b8 and just get another piece into the game. I think he should develop bishop d3, something like that. When I still have to prove some compensation here. So bishop d3. Can I play c5? Maybe. I mean, he should be aiming to castle, surely. Knight c6. So I've got bishop... No, I haven't got bishop b4 check at the moment. I'm going to go here. So queen takes c7, bishop b4 would have been checkmate. That would have been sweet, but he's quite good, this guy. Okay, so now let's play normal moves. And he's going to castle that side. Have I got enough compensation? Well, he can't castle my bishop here, can he? But what am I doing? Knight b6. I want to get my rook to b8. Not easy to do. His bishop is coming here as well. Bishop f4. Keep some pressure on him. Let's go bishop f4. Keep attacking him. Yeah, let's keep attacking him. I want to attack him. Okay, let's go for it. So now, let's keep the attack going. Check here. And queen into the game. Or do I play knight here first? No. Maybe... Oh, then he gets his rook in here. Okay, I want to keep coming forwards. I want to keep coming forwards as much as I possibly can. So we're going to keep coming forwards. Keep coming at him. And if rook here... I've got bishop here, bishop d3. And he's kind of running away, isn't he? Now, can I sacrifice exchange here? I want to stop him from getting his king safe. If I can do that, I keep some initiative going. But I'm not sure what I'm doing against simply rook e1 and king c1, where he's running away. I might better go bishop... Oh, he's taking another pawn. Very greedy of him. But of course, if it is good, it is good. Okay. Now, I want to keep attacking him, so I'm going to keep attacking him. Am I not? Even if it costs me all the pieces in the kingdom. Let's do it. Okay, I've given up another piece. I'm going to try to take on c2. And we'll see. It looks like fun. We'll keep attacking. Okay, so now I'm going to get his king wandering. And a weird position we have. Oh, yes, it is weird. So I've got to keep my knight. Do I have rook here, though? Rook here takes. Any tactics there? Nope. Let's go there. And, well, very interesting and unique position. But he's very quick. I've got to remember, if I go here, he has check, but then his king will be pinned. So I think this is just very unclear, I would say. I'm also threatening mate. Well, bishop take. Okay, so he's going here. And now knight c4 must be the correct way to play. Keep attacking. Let's keep attacking. Let's keep throwing pieces at his king. And, of course, I'm going to have to give up another pawn, but I'm getting some open files, maybe. And his king is wandering. So this is the way we're going to do it. Okay, so queen d2 looks natural. Where's my queen going next? I don't know. I'll tell you that in a minute when I've worked it out. Okay, you've got to be careful of Anastasia checkmate. No. Now, do I have any brilliancies here? Well, I can just want to take on e3 with the queen. And my pieces are still coming at him. I've got bishop takes bishop, queen takes b2. Very good chance to checkmate him, but my time is low. I've got a5, a4 as a checkmate idea. That looks like fun, doesn't it? Okay. Well, I'm going to take here, of course. And I'm going to grab as many pawns as I can. I have to be a bit greedy here. It's such a messy position. I might as well play with greedy ideas in mind. And what is this? What is this? Okay, my opponent has now gone for some crazy stuff. Now, what is happening here? He wants to take this one, does he? Do I take here? Or do I go here? I feel... Let's just make a move quick. No messing about. Quickly. I'm a bit worried about an Anastasia checkmate. But I'll do my best to avoid it. Okay. Obviously. Well, at least there's an improvement on the last game. This is a bit of an improvement on the last game. Look at his king. Come on. I'm going to have you, hammer time. I'm going to have you, hammer. Okay. Should put that there. And, well, this should be a very good position for me. He's got knight here and takes here. Ah! A bit of an intense game going on here. Okay, come on. Let's play quickly. I want to get my knight to f5. It looks pretty good on f5. Do I play this first? I don't know. It's a move. And let's just take aim at b2. Somehow. In we go. Let's go active as we can. Want to go active as we can. Okay. Time. What am I doing with my pieces? What am I doing with my pieces? I'm not doing good things with my pieces, am I? I've no idea what I'm doing with my pieces here. I hate it when I get short time. As you probably know, I am very weak when I get low on time. Oh, don't do that, mouse, now. Go, pawns, go! Go! Go with the wind! Go, run, boy, run! Run, boy! Oh, I'll give him a check, actually. Yeah. Come on, boys! Ooh. What on earth is happening here? Oh my words, have I thrown this away? Ah, oh, blood me neck. What have I done here? Ah! No! No! No, don't do this to me! How can I mess this up? Ah! Ah, no! Unbelievable! This was winning, must be winning. Ah. Got to go for a fortress here. This is a famous fortress, actually. There's no way he can win now. But he will try. Because as long as my pawn is here, it's a draw. It's well known to be a draw. I can just stay here forever, and there's nothing he can do. So, basically, I might even have a bit of beer in a minute. Oh, but I mean, come on, Simon. I mean, I could have done that a little bit better, couldn't I? But he tricked me at the end there. I mean, I had a very good position, and he should probably take a draw soon. You know, I mean, this is... I'll offer him another draw. And, okay, well, I mean, I can do this all day. You know, literally Literally all day. And I can even have a beer. It's fine. I don't know. That was a weird game. I was winning this one. I nearly took down Hammer Time. Is this a draw yet? I'm going to offer another draw. Take the draw, man. You don't want to draw? Okay. As long as I don't move my rook. This is the key thing. Because I've got a nice little fortress. And this is the dead draw. Now, if the pawn is not on G7, if it's on G6, it's actually a win because you can zugzwang me. Just call me the Carlson. You know, I am the Carlson. I'm the Carlson of endings. He can't improve his position anymore because my rook keeps his queen out of the position. So, as much as he tries, I mean, come on, this must be 50 moves now. That's the 4th draw I've offered him, but I think that's kind of fair enough. He's declined the draw. But we're going to get a 50 move rule soon. Oh, come on. Hammer Time. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you really going to try to win this? Can I win this? Can I try to win this? If I'm just going to go around the houses. Around the houses. Here we go. I'm going to go around the houses and drink some beer. Around the houses and drink some beer. Around the houses and have some beer. Come on, Hammer Time. Who the hell do you think you are? Around the houses. Can I maybe win his queen somehow? Will he push too hard and I can trap his queen? That would be nice if he somehow blunders. He wants to go king takes rook and try to do it. I'm just going to move my king. Okay, maybe I'll play on. I'll wait until he blunders his queen. I'm going to wait until he blunders his queen. Queen c5. Queen c5. And that would be a draw. I'm okay. Cheers. I bet you Hammer Time's not having a beer at the moment. I bet you know, he's not sipping a beer. Oh, will he allow rook f5? No, he stopped it. He's going to blunder his queen soon. It's actually really hard to make a mouse slip here because all I have to do is move one piece. All I have to do is move one single piece. As long as I just move one single piece and nothing else. Oh, come on. Draw. I've offered a draw. Will he take it now? He's got to take the draw now. He's turned down another draw. Oh, come on, man. Oh, dear. Come on, man. You were losing this game as well. You should be happy with a draw. You should be happy with a draw. Around the houses we go. Let's keep going. Yes, you're not going to win on time either. Oh no, I'm literally going to die here. What the hell is this? Come on. Oh, come on. Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh, thank you. Oh dear. Well, that was an interesting game. Look how many. I'm straight into the next game. Straight in. So, who am I playing here? I'm playing a 27-16. It doesn't get any easier. I thought I'd have a bit of time to chill out after that one. Let's have a quick look who I'm playing now. I'm playing someone from Armenia. I think I know who this is. I'm playing Aronian. I reckon it's Aronian. He's a hidden person. It could be Aronian. It would have been nice to have a little break, wouldn't it? Would it not, in between games there? But who are we playing? We're playing an unknown Grandmaster from Armenia. And he's probably a good player. Well, I guess. I mean, he's bound to be alright, isn't he? Okay, well, I had this kind of position against a friend of mine, Torbjorn Hansen, recently. It's a pity I didn't get a chance to look at that last game with Hammer because I must have been winning. And then his pawns came very quickly in the time trouble. But, okay, it was a little bit too much. Okay, so what's happening here? Well, I've got a bit of a space advantage. But my opponent has a very solid position. And he wants to win this pawn. So we might as well make it tricky for him at least to try and win that pawn. I mean, Queen e7 is playable. That's a very aggressive move, that one. Positionally, I'd say a bit suspect, but aggressive. Now, where do I want to put my knight? Here. F3. I like F3. Is this going to become weak? Here is natural, but then his knight can come into D4. So I'm going to put it back here for now. Okay, and now Well, I must castle, surely. Let's castle. And, God, what was Hammer Time doing there? 5 draws. Maybe he didn't see the draw offer. I mean, this occasionally happens. Thank you for the donation.
Here is 2 a top 5
Thank you
finish.
for the donation, King.
Cheers.
Very kind to donate. And I'm taking a bit of time. Still sort of flabbergasted by that last game. So what am I doing? Is he coming in here? Do I need to... Let's put my pieces on good squares. If in doubt, put your pieces on good squares. So I want to play bishop, and he's going to put his piece here, which makes some sense as well. Now, knight here. Is there a tactic? Knight takes here. Might be working for him. Now, I'd love to get some kind of attack here. His bishop's coming here. It's a little bit annoying. So I don't really want to play bishop to this square. But I have to guard. I have to guard my pawn. And we can play like this, can't you? Thank you for the donation there, Dan. Was it Dan? King Dan. Very kind of you. Okay, so I want to get my f-pawn going. This is the kind of thing. Or get my knight to a better square, but then I lose control of this one. So it's one of those positions I'm not entirely sure. And if I move this knight, he takes here. So what am I actually doing in this position? This is the problem. I like having plans when I play, and I'm struggling to find a good plan here. So do I put rook e3, rook e1? It looks artificial, but I can't think of anything else, so I'll play it. Because at least this rook is the only piece that's not doing anything. So let's get the rook to e1 and play like that. And I've got to play quicker because my opponent is playing extremely quickly in this position. Extremely quickly. So I've got to speed up here. Okay, now he wants to make exchanges, but then he gets this square. So in actual fact, I'm just going to tuck this one back. D3 was not the right square for that piece, and I've got to now go into, change my gear somewhat. I want to really get this f4 moving. F4 seems to be the way I want to play this. Now he's going to move there if I go f4 straight away. But then I have rook over here. Quite interesting stuff happening there. But the reason I'm moving so slow here, I'm honestly finding it quite hard to find a blooming plan. G3 looks very risky, but I want to go bishop g2. I can't think of anything else. You can't think of anything else. Just play something. That's my new bit of advice. If you can't think of anything to do, just play something. And now he's threatening to do something on this square. Yeah, this hasn't been good. Didn't get the attacking game I wanted. Knight takes here. He's going to get complete domination of this square. Okay, not good. Bishop takes. Knight takes. I have to go bishop takes here. Okay, so he's come back. That surprises me. Now h3. Stop his knight coming here. Okay, quick. I want to go knight back in f4. If I can go knight back in f4, I am okay. I'm dropping a pawn. d6 is weak. Okay, I'm just going to play quick now. I'm going to play quick. Let's not think so much. Yes, you can have a pawn. I don't like pawns. Pawns just get in the way. Pawns get in the way. Okay. Right. This knight coming to d4 is a very annoying move. This is the move that I fear. But at the moment my knight controls it. I'm a pawn down, but his d6 pawn is very weak. And this might not be, it might not be absolutely terrible for me. Because I've got queen e2 and I've got control of the one open file. So it's not terrible. It's not terrible at the moment. Now I think I've got to stop him going rook e8. I don't allow that. So I've got to take control of this. Harry, get in there, son. Okay, he's going to go rook e8. Okay. And now if I move my knight, he comes in here. But just move, for blooming sake, Simon, move. Okay. Right. Now I just want to get my bishop in the game and then my knight can come back. But here, bishop d5, I take here. Okay, so let's just move quickly. Move quickly. Now this ending is... I don't want to go for the ending if I can help it, but do I have any choice? Nah. Yeah, this is not fun. This is not as fun as the hammer game. Let's put it like that. I can still win when he blunders a piece. When he blunders a piece. When. Come on. He's still got to win this one. And should I be pushing pawns over there? I'm not sure. It might just weaken me. I'll put all my pawns on the same colour square as his bishop so he can attack them. But I will try to get to this square later on. That is a bloody annoying move. Because now I have to take here. Yeah. Yuck. Yuck. Ugh. Oh, this is disgusting. This is not Magnus Carlsen like. I'm sorry. This is more Williams like than Magnus Carlsen. Go away with your moves. And now there goes another one. Well, okay, this looks very bad news, this game. What it is, the last long game, it wore me out. That's what it is. It's nothing to do with anything else. It was a long last game. You know, Hammer Time totally wore me out there. I blame it on him for, you know, I'm an athlete, but you know, we've all got our limits. And when your opponent is going to wear you out like that, you know, it's gamesmanship. I reckon he was working in tandem with Aronian here, you know, wearing me out like that. Very bad sportsmanlike, you know. And, well, I think my chances holding this are pretty much nil. Especially as now that bad boy is coming down the board. Well, that bad boy has landed. Okay. Alright, well that was tough, that one. That wasn't much, yeah. That wasn't much fun, was it? Okay. Alright. Well, I thought the Hammer game was a good fun game, but that one was... I didn't really understand what I should be doing. I never came up with a correct plan. And it was a bit too murky. Well, thank you. Thank you for a donation,
Use this £5 to invest in a mouse mat and stop those bloody mouse
There's only 3 games to go. We're trying to finish on a high, but 2 tough games there. First of all, playing Hammer Time, who I should have beaten, really. I should have beaten Hammer Time, so that's frustrating. Then playing this guy. Let's try to work out who he is then. So all it says is this guy is probably Mosesian or maybe Sagician. So both very good players, but let's have a look where I went wrong. So around here after d6, maybe after e5, I should probably just play d5 and play this position, because the way it went in the game, I never I always seemed to have a lot of problems there, didn't I? I never really got rolling in that one. And I have to say, he really outplayed me there. Let's be honest. I mean, you know, I couldn't find a plan. My opponent found some good plans. He won a pawn, and then he swapped off to the ending, and he won it nice and easily. Was there any chances there at all where I could improve my play? Probably. Okay. Well, around this point, this is where my knight went to a very bad square. Maybe I should have just played knight b5. But what I was worried about here was that black would now play knight to c6, then play a6, and then have this lovely square for his knight. But maybe my knight should do this anyway. Maybe I should just have allowed this and done something like castles, a6, knight here, knight d4, and now queen to, I don't know, d3. Because at least this way, my knight is much better placed. I think, you know, thinking back, it was very bad because my knight in the game was on f3. My knight was on f3 in the actual game. And on f3, what was it doing on f3? The only job it was doing on f3 was a defensive job. I should have definitely put my knight on c3, because one thing I want to do here is get this knight into this square. So this would have been a much better idea. And I can always try to eliminate this one with my other knight. My other knight can come to f3. It was actually, I think it was a 3-time British champion, Jonathan Rowson, who wrote in one of his books. Jonathan Rowson is a great writer, but he said if you can avoid knights sharing squares like this, so you can see these knights are kind of sharing, they get in the way of each other, they can't both go to the same square, they're cramping each other, then you should probably avoid that. But yeah, I mean, I think, okay, so let's have a look what's going on in tournament anyway. So we'll go back to tournament, and there's 3 games to go. I think we're going to finish now with a bit more sacrificial stuff. A little bit more sacrificial stuff. We need to play a bit more gambity, don't we? Let's finish with some gambit, shall we? Let's go a bit more gambit style. So there's still 3 good games to get going with. So what did you guys think? I'm just checking the chat now. What did you guys think of the game I had against Hammer? Because I didn't have time to look at your chat there. Was I easily winning against Hammer? I guess I was easily winning against Hammer. Yeah, thank you, Kingstar. I can see the money above. Your donation did go through, so thank you very much. At the moment, I'm using the mouse on my table, but I will put that towards sending Harry into space and probably getting a new mouse mat. So they're 2 things I'll do. So, okay. Well, we're straight in. So, okay, so now I'm playing another very strong Russian Grandmaster. This is the husband of Kostenyuk, Trezhubov, who has been 2650 before. So another strong Grandmaster. Now I'm going to play. You know what I'm going to play? Dare I play it? Should I play the Kilkenny? I'm going to play the Kilkenny Gambit. I'm sorry, boys and girls. This should come with a health warning. This should literally come with a health warning. I'm just going to do it. Here we go. Gambit style. Let's have some fun. So we're going to come through the centre, and I'm going to get this Russian out of his comfort zone. He's a very nice guy, by the way. And we are now trying the famous, infamous Kilkenny Gambit. So wish me luck. And will it work against a player who's been 2650 before? Okay, so what do I do now? I've had this before. Well, I'm going to try to prove that the G file gives me great play. So, yeah. Okay, Killian, you're the person, Killian Amadam, in this. If I lose, it's all his fault. Killian was the guy who told me about this opening. So blame everything on Killian. Everything is Killian's fault. Okay, right. Now, what is the point of this opening again? What am I doing? So knight c3, bishop b4. And then do I go rook g1 and do something like that? That looks like a laugh, maybe. Oh no, maybe I'll go here and rook g1. Yeah, or rook g1 first. Let's go rook g1. I mean, I've gone g4 for a reason, haven't I? I've played g4 for a reason, so I need to get my rook to g5. This Kilkenny Gambit is going to come to life. Okay, it's a bit of a crazy gambit, but it's a gambit that was, I think, came very popular in Ireland, in a place called Kilkenny. Everyone was playing it there. Ask in the chat, because I've got to think what on earth I'm doing here, because I'm doing some absolute. Okay, knight c3, h3. Come on, at least I've got him thinking. That's probably a good sign, isn't it? Got him thinking. Let's develop quickly. Maybe go for a d5. Let's do that. Okay, get my baby rook to g5. Yeah, come on, Kilkenny. Let's give it a rock and roll. Let's play this. And is this? What do people think? Is this enough counterplay? I wanted to put my rook here first so I could take on g7 in some lines. So, okay, so he's gone backwards. Now, is there any way I could take advantage of this? Now, I should be castling queenside, should I not? So, let's just develop my pieces like a sensible lad and see where he's going to put his king. So, I'm going to go queen d2 and castles. Then all my pieces are playing. So, we can do that. So, is he going to take here? Well, is he going to go? Okay, I'm just going to get my king castled. Get my king castled. Because he can't castle, because I will take on g7. So if I get my king castled, his king is stuck in the centre. That looks like a sensible-ish way to play. So he's going to try to move his queen and castle queenside. Now, do I have knight here to try to put a little mucker in the mix there? Mucker. Well, then he goes knight here. Let's castle, and we'll worry about the next move here. So queen here. How am I going to meet that? Bishop b5. d5 is another tempting move. Got some tempting ideas, but they might not work. d5 is very tempting to open the position up. He's wasting a lot of time with a move such as this. This is a very slow move. Now my bishop here is not doing anything. Okay, let's move my piece in. He wants to move his bishop and castle. So d5 is something I want to play. Can I play it now? d5, knight takes, take. I'm going to play this. We need to open it up. Let's open up the position. Even if it costs me another pawn. Let's do it. Don't know if it's good or bad, but we're going to try it. We're going to try it. Okay, now where's the compensation? Knight here. I don't know. I know it's not my gambit. And what's happening here? Are we getting some action? Are we? Rook c8. Are we getting enough action? Now, bishop here. I'm gonna sack something on g6. I've got rook e1 coming. This is action. Come on. Come on, action. But 8, okay. So now, can I take on g6? I so want to take on g6. But let's first of all, let's see if he wants to castle, shall we? Because if he castles, I'm coming into the square. Can I go rook takes g6? Oh, can I do that? Oh, I could have done that maybe. Oh, he stopped me. And he's going to want to get the queens off. Oh, you bastard. Okay, takes. Ah, I should have done that last move. Okay, right. Takes. And I can get one pawn back, but... okay, I'm 2 pawns down. What happened to my pawns? Where did they all go? Oh, I should have taken on G. Okay, forget about it. It didn't happen. Time. That's a very annoying and good move that he played. Bastard. Right, okay. Now, I want to keep the queens on. It's the only chance I've got, so I'm going to play here and try and keep the queens on. Now, rook takes here. Probably the correct move to play. And still some chances here, I would imagine, in this rather silly position. I think I missed a great opportunity, though, in this game. Bloody hell, my time is... What happened? Why is my time so low? Okay. Because I'm so slow, maybe? Ah, that would be it. Because I'm so slow. Yes, that would of course be the reason. Okay. Okay, quick. Gotta move quick. Still a mess. It's still an absolute mess. So, you know, I'm not saying, you know, it's oh, too bad. What's happening here? What's going on, people? What is this? What is this? What? Someone tell me what's happened. I'm losing on time. Okay. What on earth is this? Ah, my brain is just gone now. Absolutely gone. Ah. Okay. Trying to hold it together here, but I'm moving so slowly. His pieces are very annoying. Just make my king an escape square. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this, people? What is this? Stop attacking my queen! God! What's wrong with this guy? Can he just calm down on my queen, please? What's my queen ever done to you? Come on. Oh, is that checkmate? Oh, I don't know. I can't work it out. I'm too slow. I couldn't work it out. I'm too slow. I didn't know. Check here. Yes, get in there, Kilkenny Gambit. Ooh, Kilkenny. That one is for the Irish out there. Whew. Oh yeah. Cheers. Oh, bloomin' hell. What was that all about? Oh my words. Oh, boom! Put that in your pipe, treasure buff, and smoke it. Wah. Okay, that is definitely a put it in your pipe move. Well, I enjoyed that one. The Kilkenny Gambit came to life. Yes, son. Okay, well, that was... I don't know. That was fun. That was more like it. That was enjoyable. I actually enjoyed that game. You know, I actually thought, you know, that was good fun. That was a laugh. Put that in your pipe. Yay, Born. There you go. And Killian, you are indeed a brilliant bastard. That's all I'm going to say. This crazy Gambit. And that was fun. That was a fun game, was it not? I mean, whew. Okay, well, let's have a look. So I just want to go back to one moment because it was very interesting. I actually seemed to get quite a big attack. I was throwing all my pieces at him. Stuff was going on. It was a crazy game. It was just a crazy game. I mean, was I better? I mean, around here, look at his king. Look at my king. All of my pieces are developed. Every single piece I have is developed. So I was very annoyed in this position when I played rook here. Now, I really wanted to play rook here, and I said I was going to sack on g6, and I didn't play it. Why didn't I play it? I should have played this. This could have been absolutely beautiful. I mean, okay, well, the point is, if he takes here, bishop takes g6, check. Now, first of all, his king's got two squares, f8 or d7. Where's it going to go? Well, if it goes to d7, I have at least a draw. Bishop f5, bishop back, but I think I'm winning this one with maybe a quiet move like queen d3. Threatening queen in here, checkmate. Or can I nearly have queen takes d5. But I think queen d3. This looks like a tremendous attack. And what happens if he plays in this position king f8? Well, I was thinking here. Now I put the other bishop in. Oh, my words. Oh, if I'd have played this. I would have actually wet myself drawing this. And now if he plays king here, well, this must be good if I just play a move like rook g1. Everything is lining up against his king. And this must, you know, at least, I mean, this is, if you're going to play the Kilkenny Gambit, then you have to rock and roll like this. Surely this is the way to play. This is the way to play the Kilkenny Gambit. God, I'm sweating now. It's got me sweating, that game. And, well, I mean, he could, okay, of course, if I take on g6, he doesn't have to take there. He could go knight e4 again. But here, it must be better for me if I do the same thing. I take here, and I do the same in the game. I go queen c3. And I'm attacking his rook, and I'm attacking his queen. He can't castle now in any position. His king is naked here. It looks like he is in serious trouble here, surely. So, thank you, Kilkenny Gambit. There we go. So, I don't know. I mean, it's an interesting opening to get a hacky position because you bring out your pieces quickly. Your opponent's queen is exposed here, and you just attack. Right, I think there's only 2 rounds left now. Let's go and have a look at standings quickly. I might just have a very quick break. I'll leave you on a game of, well, this is a good game. A lot of you asking for Naroditsky, but there's a very good game here. This is probably one of the highest rated games, this one, between ex-world champion and the wife of the... Oh, there's another game already. Oh, wow. Give me a break, please. And I'm playing Nick Hassenbach, Beth, the guy from Germany, who has his own YouTube channel as well. I've never played him, so it's nice to play him. He seems like a really nice guy. Okay, I'm going to play Sicilian. I'm going to play Sharp now. I tried the French defense against Hammer. Let's try to finish on a high now. So we're going to go for a Sicilian Dragon because it's the most fun opening, and he's gone main line. Okay, now my theory. Oh no, he's going to castle kingside. If I knew, oh, he's going to castle queenside. Okay, I'll let you off. Okay, I hope he castles queenside, because this is much more fun than the other way. And of course, I may just get checkmated here. You know, that's a very distinct possibility. I hope not, but it is one of the problems with this variation. And thank you, Terrible Joe, who has just subscribed to the channel. Now, I've got a rule. In these positions, when you castle on the opposite side of boards, you just attack. It doesn't matter if it costs you a pawn. I'm just going to give him a pawn, because I want to open up the Barry file. I want to open up the B file, because if he takes that pawn, I'm going to put a rook here. Well, I've got other ideas. I've got knight here as well. I've got knight takes here. Knight here looks natural, but for one pawn, it's giving me 2 open lines against his king. Seems like a pretty decent bargain, that. So I don't care about pawns. We don't care about the little ones. So we'll do this. We'll do this one. Yeah, I mean, my opponent, I know he's a very nice guy. And okay, now I've got to prove compensation. So if I go queen here, do we float the queen in? Do we do a floater? If I go rook here, he goes here. Knight over here. My rook kind of... I'm just going to put my pieces on the best squares. I'm not going to think about too much at the moment. My opponent playing very fast, so I don't want to get too much behind on time. I want to put a rook here, maybe a queen over here and a rook here, and then I want to hopefully attack. I'm a little bit concerned about f4, but then I'll put a knight on g4, so my pieces are quite active. And this way I've got the first attack in, so that's all right. I'm happy. Okay, so let's now think of some magic. Now, I want to get a knight here maybe, or queen a5. How do we attack here? Maybe knight here, but then he's got g5 and knight here. Okay, can I sacrifice? Is that just too mental? Not at the moment. Takes. No way through. Knight here, g5 here, knight here, queen b7. No. Where's my compensation? There must be some. Okay, what about this weird square? Because I want to put my knight on c4 and maybe just put my queen on b7. The reason I didn't want to put my queen here is that at some moment he might move his knight and try to exchange queens. So I'm going to go for this one. Now, I can't see where else to put it, so I'm going to put it here. And I didn't put my queen on c7 because, frankly, I was quite worried about knight to d5. And knight d5 would have attacked my queen on c7. This way, at least I can go rook e8 and defend this pawn. So this is what I'm aiming for. And I'm aiming just to go knight c4. Knight c4, get my queen to c4. So so he's gone b3. But now his dart square should be a little bit weakened. Is it serious? I don't know. Doubtful. Okay. So e6. This pawn is very weak then. a5 and pray. Yeah, a5 and pray. I'm going to try to get the pawn there and open his king up a little bit. Let's do that. An interesting position, though. Interesting position. Okay, so now b3 is a bit weaker, but he has this square. And I'm still haven't proven my compensation yet, have I? I haven't proven my compensation. Can I go bishop here? Do something like that? Then he goes pawn here. Well, this knight is now rubbish, isn't it? I don't know what this knight is doing now. This is the annoying thing. And I'm down on time. Okay, I've got to move quicker. I'm not finding the right plan like I did in the game I lost. So I need to now... I want to get rid of some of his pieces. And at least I can put my knight on b4, which puts it nearer to his king. So let's try to do that. Okay, well, I've got to go here, have I not? Don't think too much. I'm really down on time now. In this kind of manic position at the moment. And, well, he's got... Okay, here. Get rid of that knight. Certainly haven't proved... Okay, I need to take here and get a knight to b4. This is my best bet. Thank you for the donation.
Where's my compensation?
Carsosa, I guess. Sorry, my pronunciation is rubbish. Okay, so he's gone in. What the hell is going on? I've got to move this again. Ugh. Where's my attack? Well, Nick's played very well in this game, to be fair. I should have put my rook on d7 because what am I actually doing here? Does anyone know what I'm doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Anyone? Okay, I need to get my knight to b4. This is the only way. Okay, now let's take with a pawn. Yeah, I'll take with a pawn. And knight b4 is the only way to generate some kind of attack here. And I'm running out of time as well. So we'll do that. We'll put the knight on b4 and we'll pray. I've got one idea. I've got idea. Knight b4, rook takes b5, and then knight a2 check, knight c3. This is a nasty little tactic. Rook takes b5 is my threat. This is it. And actually now my pieces are coming to life. c2, target. I'm actually threatening to win his queen. Rook takes here, bishop c3. Okay, well, I'm doing this. I'm not even thinking about this. I'm not. There's some moves you just don't think about. You play. And I'm just, oh, he's done the blocker. Yeah. Hang on, I'll take that. And he can't take me because of queen c2. Get in there, son. Get in there. Oh, God. Okay, so he's got to go king b1. Right. Okay. Oh, my words. I'm down on time by what? Why am I so slow? Move. 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 Okay, move. Okay, he could take... Oh, I forgot he could take that. All right. Just move. Okay, move. Right, what is going on? I still don't know what's going on. This game is confusing the hell out of me. Did you just move that there? I'm just going to try to not allow it. I want to attack. You're not attacking me, son. I'm not going to let you attack me. No, I'm attacking you. No, I'm attacking you. Just remember... Oh, no. Don't get the queens off. I want to play this move. I want to play this move to get my attack coming. What is this mental position? What is this mental position that we see here in front of us, boys and girls? Oh, dear. Well, it's basically mental, isn't it? What the... I don't know what on earth's happening here. Don't ask me, because I don't know. What? Didn't even see you could take that. Oh, dear. Maybe it was all planned. Maybe it was a brilliancy. Maybe it's one of the finest moments of my career. Maybe it was magical. Boom! Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Come on. It wasn't a blunder. I had that all planned. All planned. I could have. Knight could have taken it. I didn't even see my knight was attacking his queen. Oh my! That's how. See, I just fall apart. I literally fall apart when I get short of time sometimes. I didn't even see. I mean, I think I knew my rook was defended there. I knew. I could blag you and say I had it all planned. But after this, I knew when I played it that my rook was defended. But then I panicked. When he took it, I thought, hang on a minute. What happened there? What happened? And I just thought, hang on a minute. What happened there? And, okay, well, the thing was, I could always take his queen. And it's much more fun to checkmate your opponent than take their queen. And I'll be honest, I didn't even see that. I was just throwing pieces at the king. But, okay, it was all a bit of fun. Oh, one more game to go. And we've got 5.5 out of 9. So, played some good players, though, today. I mean, I've played mainly Grandmasters in each game. So, that's good. And there must have been other ways I could have done well there. But at least I got some play. As soon as I got my knight to b4, and that one, as soon as I played this move, I think I had very good position here. Because I had all these things against c2. And he's very weak on this diagonal. He's very, very weak on this diagonal here. So there's one more game to go. And it'd be nice to finish on a high, of course, in the last game. If we can, finish with a win. Let's just see how many games are still going on and see who's leading the tournament. So if we have a look, who's leading the tournament? Where are we positioned? Well, okay, I'm not up there leading the tournament, but I've had some interesting games. There's been some good games. And as Yeborn is saying, put that in your pipe and smoke it. And, okay, so at the moment, this guy is very good. He's a very good player. Other notable names, Daniel Naroditsky, Chess Queen, Alexander Kostenyuk. And let's just see where we're positioned, shall we? So Lawrence Trent is having a very good tournament. So Lawrence is a very good blitz player, and he seems to be having a good tournament. I don't know who he's playing. I've played some tough games, but I'd like to finish with a win. If I can finish with a win, it will be a good tournament. And going down, where am I? I'm still okay. So I'm 48th out of. Let's see how many players there were to start with. 48 out of, well, there's a lot of players, a lot of people withdrew, but there's a lot of people there. So I think it was 250 players to start with, so I'll take that, it's not bad. But there was some, basically, interesting moments. So I don't know, in that game, if I go back to that game, I've lost the game now. Oh, here it is. Can I get it? What was the move? What was the good move that I played there? Well, oh, I've got another game. Okay, now I'm playing another prodigy. Who am I playing now? I'm playing Mystery Man from India. And I think this guy is incredibly strong. He's 26. You can't see the board. So I'm now finishing off the tournament with another top Grandmaster. I mean, I'm not joking. I'm playing some top players. And this is the last game of the competition. And we are going to try and finish with a win. And he's basically, he's got, this is his mystery account. I've heard this could be either Harry Krishna, who's, again, a top 20 player, or Sasha Kiran. So I'm going to try to finish with a very sharp game. Let's get some sacks in. Let's sack a pawn and try to finish with a win, shall we? Okay, so if we can finish on +3 with the players I've played, that'll be a very good finish, I feel. So, okay. So let's do it. Right. Oof. Okay, I haven't even finished my beer yet. I haven't started it. Okay, so I think to spice this game up, I'm gonna castle queenside, because this will lead to a more exciting position by castling this way. Now, can I play this now? Takes, knight takes. I don't want to swap too many pieces off, do I? Really? I could go knight here as well. This looks interesting. Can I do this move? I prefer to come forwards if I can. Harry Krishna. Okay, so I prefer to come forwards. Maybe get my pawn to f4. And how's this going to turn out? Because at least now I've got this d5. Now, I don't think I want to swap bishops off. I could consider swapping bishops off. Queen takes and play it like that. But I think I'm gonna keep them on the board. My main plan is either e4 or f4, f5. Just push and open the position up somewhat. And okay, so he's going to try to continue with b5. So now e4 looks natural. Am I threatening takes? Yeah, I'm going to go e4. Because again, the reason for this, I just want to open up. He hasn't castled. I've castled. I want to open up the position for my pieces, and at least now I have the D file. But on the other hand, he's got his queenside push coming. So where shall I move my bishop? Back to E2 looks all right. And my main idea is F4, F5. So I've got to play F4 here, clearly. F4. Is he going to cast? I hope he's going to castle kingside. That's very brave of him, and I'm happy to see that. Much happier to see that. Okay, so now I really want to play the move F4. Knight takes here. And I've got to prove it somehow, and I can't see how I'm going to prove it. F4 is the move I really want to play. F4, knight takes. And I'm not sure what my continuation is there. So if I can't play that, what am I doing here? What am I actually doing in this position? Well, okay, let's. I can't think at the moment. Maybe if he goes c5, I can go knight here. Oh yeah, how can you resist such a move as this? You can't resist a move as this. If it's bad, it's bad. But you know what? It's rock and roll chess. And that's what we want. And here we go. Look at it. It's a piece. But I've got these 2 pawns, you know. And I've maybe got this one coming. It's, you know, the attack of the 3 pawns. Attack of the 3 pawns. So imagine if I hadn't blundered that game. That was the only game I lost, wasn't it? The one where I blundered a piece. So in actual fact, it's not been too bad. I mean, this is fun. This is a fun position, isn't it? With d6 a threat. Oh, he sacrificed it back. What a wimp. What a wimp. He's obviously terrified, and he sacrificed it back. But this should be all right for me, at least. I think I'm going to go all the way back here, because I want to keep 1 pair of rooks on the board, and I want to keep attacking with f5, f4. So let's do it. Come on. Let's do it. f6 is my plan. I want to get f6 in. I want to open his king up, checkmate him, finish my beer, and then go. Oh yeah, boy. So okay, so let's do it. Let's just checkmate him. Yeah, come on, f6. You know, f6, take on g7, queen over, rook across, checkmate. Thanks, mate. Thanks. You may be an Indian star, but I'm the GingerGM son. Okay, right. So let's do it. So f6 coming. And now, look, he's getting scared now. He's getting off. So I should open his king up, shouldn't I? I'm not even going to think about that. Let's open this. Let's make him a naked king. And now this rook is not doing anything. So I'm going to bring this in. And I'm probably going to sack here just because I can. Just because I want to. You know, that's my next idea. I'm just going to sack my rook there. That is going to be the way we're going to continue this. Maybe my rook's going to come here and here. Oh, he's stopping me sacking there. So I'm now going to come in, take here, and try to bring my queen in with checkmate. Boom! This is the way to do it, son. Come on. You could see that he was actually scared of me sacrificing on f7 there. Okay, so now this must be an awesome position for me. Bishop here must be good. Don't throw this away. Bishop here looks very good. Queen around. Queen here. Also looks good. Queen here, rook here, and let's bring this one in. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time. So this is the one thing I've got to play quick. Got to play quick. Now he's defending, and if I move my queen, he has this check. No, he doesn't have a check. What am I talking about? Let's move the queen. I just want to take here and crash through his position. So let's try to get every piece coming in. Every piece in the game. Every piece crashing through. Okay, now I could take there, but what's this guy doing? This guy wants a piece of the pudding. This guy wants a piece of the pudding. He wants a piece of the action. He's been left out. He wants to come in. So now I'm threatening to do some nastiness to him on this square. Okay, now we do here. We do here. This guy wants a piece of the pudding. They all want a piece of the pudding. Run, boy, run. Run, boy. You can run, boy, but you can't hide. Okay, right. Now, can I just take that? And then my queen gets a bit more active, does it not? Let's take it. My queen enters the game as well. And I just don't want to mess this up. So I'm just going to just be a bit quiet and I'll try to finish on a high. Let's try to finish on a high here. And try to just get a nice win in. Okay, so well, I've got queen here. It's a good way to continue. All my pieces are attacking. This looks really good for me. Really blooming good here. I mean, this must... Oh, nearly lost a beer though. That would have been a massive blunder if I lost a beer. That would have been the biggest blunder of my life. Okay. So I'm threatening rook takes f7 when his rook here is hanging. I'm also thinking about bringing my queen into the attack here. My calculation, funnily enough, I'm not really calculating too much. I'm just playing moves. And it seems to me like he's completely bust here. But I trust me, I can still mess this up. I mean, I don't see a move for him. Does anyone see a move for him in this position? I don't see any way he can survive. Because all of my pieces are attacking. Eddie the E-pawn is coming up the board, and I think he's just given up. So, yeah, that is a good way to finish. Boom! Put that in your pipe and smoke it, Indian lad. So, good stuff. Well, I mean, I honestly think, well, he actually had connection problems, so that could have been a problem as well. But in actual fact, how can he survive this? Every piece is attacking. I can take on f7 with the pawn. I can take on f7 with a rook. I can take on f7 with a bishop. I'm threatening everything in the world here. I'm threatening everything in the world. I mean, there's no way he can defend here. The game is over. He's had to move his king to the centre, move 31 moves, checkmate. So I think, you know, I'll take that. That's good. That's good. We'll take that, and that's nice. I don't know, who is this guy? Let's see if we can work out. It just says mystery man from India, so it could be a number of players. I don't know for sure who it is. You know, it could be a very strong player, could be you know, a very weak player. But actually, that was pretty good. What did I don't even know what score I finished on. What score did I finish on? It was a good tournament. The only game which went wrong was actually the game where I mouse slipped and blundered my queen on move 6. Was that the only game I lost, maybe? And I played some very good players there. I mean, I played most of the people I played were like 2,600 plus Grandmasters in real life. And I got 6.5 did I get 6.5? What did I get? I don't know what I got. Let's have a look at the final scores. So, standings are, okay, and here we go. Yeah, I think, yeah, as someone is saying, Liam Key is saying, that last opponent, he must have been Anand. That was Anand. I just crushed Anand. I just crushed the world champion Anand there. That was it. Anand just got a piece of the Williams, piece of the ginger there. Okay, so thank you for subscribing, Alexander Nip, and thank you to everyone else who's donated, everyone who's joined in. Obviously, if you haven't donated, thank you for coming along anyway. Donations obviously help me, but you don't need to. Subscribing is the most important thing. If you subscribe to my Twitch channel, you get your own emotions. If you like what you saw today, and I do play some crazy chess, and if you enjoy watching some crazy attacking chess, do subscribe. I'm going to try to, I'm going away hopefully for a couple of days now, just a little break. I'm going to try to do another stream over the weekend, if I can, so when I'm back, Saturday or Sunday. Oh yeah, I lost against the Armenian guy as well. I forgot about that. Sorry, the Armenian outplayed me. Totally outplayed me. I forgot about that. It's funny how you sort of cancel out some of these players. You know, you just blank them out. The games, your bad games. And I'll try to do a stream with Fiona soon. I see Fiona still in the chat, so thanks for joining, Fiona. Thank you everyone else as well. But yeah, I mean, if you subscribe to the channel, as you can see, there's some cool emotions there. That's me as a clown that Killian has done. I particularly enjoyed the Kilkenny Gambit one. I enjoyed this game. This was quite good fun as well, and even the last game was quite cool as well. So it was all good. So yeah, you get your own, what they call emotions, I guess, emotes or something, emotions that you can paste if you subscribe. So you get your own emotions, and you get a higher level of service. It's only £5 a month or $5 a month, so it's nothing to subscribe, and it does help me. So yeah, okay, well there we go. So here's the final standings, and we can see that Gushinov won, and I see Fiona saying we should stream soon, so we will stream soon. Cool stuff, Fiona. And thank you, Terrible Joe, for subscribing. Everyone else who's subscribed, Alexander. You can see they're playing around. You've got the clown face. You've got put that in your pipe and the duck. You know what? Fuck a duck, basically. And I came 36 out of, I think, 200 and something players. I've got 6.5, and let's have a look at the final standings again for people we know. I love to get more points than Lawrence Trent or finish higher than him. So okay, let's have a look. Who was the highest English player? This guy here. Who is this guy? An English player, English FM. Andrew Horton. Wow, he did very well. So Andrew Horton from England had a great tournament. Came 11th. Well done, Andrew Horton. Okay, Gawain got 7, and where did Lawrence Trent? Did I? Oh, okay. I came on equal score with Lawrence Trent. So Lawrence 6.5, and I finished on 6.5 as well. So okay, I'll take that. Right. And yeah, I think Killian is right in the thing. Killian's saying more subs, the more likely I am to stream more in future, because of course, you know, it's a bit of work setting everything up. Takes a bit of time. Takes a lot of energy to stream because I'm talking, thinking. I mean, I'm absolutely blooming exhausted now. I need to go and lie down and probably get some, more rest. Maybe one more beer first, just to chill. But okay, I think I'm going to stop now. I'm mumbling. So again, thank you all. And last reminder, for 45 minutes, another thing you can do, which will help you, if you go to GingerGM.com, you can buy over 100 hours of my tuition, all the work I've done on openings, and you've also got Gwaine Jones there, Sam Collins, Sokolov. You've got loads of good people, and it's at half price for another 40 minutes. So this is your last chance now to get the GingerGM DVD collection at half price. So it's about £44, but that works out about 25p, 50p per hour of Grandmaster tuition, and it's basically a lifetime's work. So if you go to GingerGM.com only for 40 minutes, it's your last chance to help me out and also help yourself out. So thank you very much for viewing. I'll put this up on YouTube tomorrow, and have a great night, great day wherever you are, and I'll see you all hopefully with another stream at the weekend, maybe Friday, Saturday, sometime around there. So thanks a lot, cheers guys, and thank you for being so brilliant in the chat. And you've all been 99% of you have been a pleasure, but we banned the other people, so that's pretty cool. So goodbye for now, see you again soon.